Hello and welcome to Mississippi Link Live, where we report stories that emphasize the concerns of the Black community and its listeners every Friday live at 6:30 p.m. on WeBelieveDigital.com. I'm your host, Tanya Gray. This is the very first episode of the Mississippi Link Live, and I'm excited because I'm joined by a very special guest, Miss Jackey Haptom, publisher and the reason behind the Mississippi Link newspaper. Miss Jackey is here to give us some history about the Mississippi Link and talk about her role and responsibility as a publisher. Miss Jackey, let me just say it is a privilege to talk to you. The Mississippi Link is history, Black history, and to sit down and speak to a Black female publisher running a Black African-American magazine. Kudos to you, woman. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I am so happy to be here with you.
Yes, ma'am. Let's talk about first just the Mississippi Link, how it came to be, its publication, and just give us a whole history.
Okay, I'll tell you. Now, when the Mississippi Link was started, I was in corporate America, a career in marketing and sales.
Oh, wow.
Managing a team of sales representatives.
Mm-hmm.
But Socrates Garrett, local businessman, started this newspaper. He started it in 1993.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, I want to get it right, because he started this paper because local businessmen were not getting what they needed to be able to bid contracts in Jackson, in the school system, in the city of Jackson, in the state.
Mm-hmm.
People didn't know anything about those that were pursuing their own careers in contracting and construction, etc. You couldn't read about them, you couldn't learn about them. So they were never offered the opportunity to bid.
Oh.
So he decided to start a newspaper where he could feature local African-American businessmen, give people an opportunity to learn what they did and what they had to offer. That's how it started in 1993.
Mr. Socrates Garrett started a newspaper because Blacks didn't have access to bid on construction jobs?
To play a part in the system of getting bids and all kinds of jobs. But he, at that time, was in construction. He had a chemical company. He had a lot of things going on. But Blacks, African Americans, were not getting
the access or the information.
Or people were not learning about them and what they did.
Oh, wow.
So
he said,
he decided,
I'll
just start a newspaper.
That is amazing.
I'll just start a newspaper.
That is amazing.
Which is very interesting because that's actually how the Black press was started.
Yes, that was actually leading into my next question. You are a member of the Black press, so kind of talk about the history of the Black press and just your role in that.
Okay. Well, let's go way back. Let's go to 1827. In 1827, mainstream newspapers told stories about African Americans, but they didn't tell the story of our achievements. They did not tell the educational contributions we were giving. The only time you read about African Americans in mainstream newspapers was when the information was negative.
Absolutely.
Crime, etc. You were not able to pick up a newspaper and see what you saw about others.
Right.
You didn't know about who got married, who graduated, who received a doctorate degree, who was making great moves in engineering and science.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get that information. So in 1827, a few businessmen started a newspaper called Freedom's Journal. And Freedom's Journal told news, positive news, about what was going on in the Black community. And people bought that paper. They were delivered by train to all parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it just picked up. And before you knew it, there were 40 African-American newspapers. There were 70 African-American newspapers. So people all over the country started starting African-American newspapers so that they could tell their stories and their news, and they could tell it their way.
Gotcha. So how many Black publications are there today?
Well, I'm a member of the National Newspaper Publishers Association, also known as the Black Press. We have over 200 newspapers that are part of the Black Press.
Oh, wow.
We are a trade organization. So just those that are members of the National Newspaper Publishers Association exceed 200.
Oh, that's amazing. Hold that thought, Miss Jackey. We're going to be right back. Let me read this here. Hill Harper and Naja Roberts launched the world's first Black-owned digital wallet with a national bus tour, the Black Wall Street. Join the community on the blackwallstreet.com. Hill Harper's The Black Wall Street Digital Financial Revolution National Bus Tour, led by cryptocurrency Bitcoin NFT expert Naja Roberts. The informational rally is to provide you with information on the digital wallet and cryptocurrency. Naja Roberts will be here on Tuesday, May 4th at 3 p.m. at Socrates Garrett Enterprises, 2659 Livingston Road in Jackson, Mississippi. Bring your rally signs for equal pay, $15 minimum wage, and mask up. Build wealth, build self, build community. Black Cash Matters. The revolution will be digitized. Follow us on Instagram at Black Cash Matters, at Hill Hopper, at Naja Roberts, at Navron Love, at 2KPG. Join the community and the movement, theblackwallstreet.com. Also, please be sure to support us every day on WeBelieveDigital.com. We are offering great programming Monday through Friday. Usually the shows start at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also, for all of your insurance needs, support the KPGagency.com. Keep it right here. We'll be right back with Miss Jackey Hampton after these messages. COVID has shown us life is not promised. It does not discriminate against race, gender, or age. Do you have life insurance coverage to protect you and your loved ones? Visit thekpgagency.com or call 601-500-2751 to start your policy today.
Welcome to the Adventurous Podcast. I'm your host, Deidre Perry, and these are my co-hosts. And weekly, we will be coming to you to bring you the latest information in the world of agriculture. We invite you to join us every Saturday from 10 to 10:30. Join us. Come on, take an adventure.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Yes, we're back live on the Mississippi Link Live show, and I'm here with publisher Miss Jackey Hampton, and we were talking about the number of publications, and you were kind of expounding on that. Continue on.
Okay, so I was saying that there are over 200 newspapers that are members of the Black Press, also known as the National Newspaper Publishers Association. Now, this organization was started out of the Black Press, of course. Those that are members get together at least 4 times a year at conventions and other events to share information, to help one another to succeed, to help one another receive advertising, because the way we stay in business is through advertising and sales of our papers.
Right.
So it's a wonderful organization, but what's really good about it, just like the need for the Black Press, we get to tell our own stories.
Exactly.
We tell our own spin. Mainstream might tell a story of an event that happened one way.
Right.
We'll tell it our way. And people trust the Black Press.
Right.
It's a trusted vehicle for getting the news out.
Absolutely. So you said you started out in corporate America. How did you make the transition to the Mississippi Link and meet Mr. Socrates? Or how did he convince you to come over and run this thing?
Sometimes I wonder that. Socrates and I worked together in corporate America.
Okay.
Actually, we worked side by side. He was my sales manager at one point.
Oh, wow. So a long history.
A long history.
Mm-hmm.
Then I became a sales manager. I was managing a team of sales representatives, and by then he had left and started his own business. I think he first started a chemical company. I remember it, K&S Chemical Company, and then other businesses as well. So he started this newspaper. I'm going on about my business and my career in marketing and sales and doing whatever I can to be the best I can.
Were you happy in that field?
I was extremely happy in the field because I must say I was really successful. I attended often, made President Club, those that did really, really well as sales representatives and as sales managers always had the opportunity to go on this trip, be it on one of the islands, and we just had a good time. So I have always been motivated to be the best that I could be.
Right.
I'm very competitive when it comes to marketing and sales. So as an individual, I was pretty successful. As a sales manager, I was very successful. But believe it or not, I didn't start in sales. I went to Xerox Corporation straight out of college. And I started there as receptionist. I was ready to work.
Right.
And I was just looking at the one ads.
Right.
And I said, who's hiring? Well, corporate America, Xerox Corporation, they need a receptionist. That worked well for me. I went for it, and in fact, I applied for several jobs, and I received 3 offers at the same time, but I said, corporate America, that's where I want to be.
And you kind of worked your way up from there?
I did. I was in the receptionist. I started working in the service area, dispatching calls out to service people, and eventually I was recruited for sales, marketing and sales.
And when did Mr. Gary kind of bring you on and say, you know what, you should leave that corporate job and come over here and run this newspaper company for me?
It was early 90s.
So it was early on when he started it, and you just kind of, you trusted him and you left your corporate job to come over. Was it quite cut and dry that way, or how did it happen?
Not quite. He asked me to come and work with them for a couple of months. Well, 1 month. It was during Black History Month. And he said, will you come over and sell some advertising for me during Black History Month?
Because the background is marketing. So you sold marketing space for him, so to speak.
Exactly.
Okay.
I sold, in corporate America, I sold copying machines and equipment. And if you know marketing and sales, it's you can go from one product to the other.
Right.
And we were very well trained. We went to sales school training in Virginia, and so I had a really good background.
Got you.
My major in college, sociology and psychology, so I understood people very well.
Got you. When was the natural progression for you to start running the paper? Did you have, as a publisher, what type of skills did you have to have in order to be a successful publisher?
Well, I came to sell for a month. I tripled the sales.
Oh, wow. Just in here shining. Look at you.
Yeah, just during the month. I didn't come to stay. I had no intention of leaving corporate America, leaving a very lucrative career.
Oh, wow.
With opportunities where I could, go anywhere in the country. I was writing my own
Hold
ticket.
that thought, Miss Jackey. Hill Harper and Naja Roberts launched the world's first Black-owned digital wallet with a national bus tour, the Black Wall Street. Join the community on the blackwallstreet.com. Hill Harper's The Black Wall Street Digital Financial Revolution National Bus Tour, led by cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, NFT expert Naja Roberts. The informational rally is to provide you with information on the digital wallet and cryptocurrency. Naja Roberts will be here on Tuesday, May 4th at 3 p.m. at Socrates Gary Enterprises, 2659 Livingston Road in Jackson, Mississippi. Bring your rally signs for equal pay, $15 minimum wage, and mask up. Build wealth wealth, build self, build community. Black Cash Matters, the revolution will be digitized. Follow us on Instagram at Black Cash Matters, at Hill Harper, at Naja Roberts, at Navon Love, at 2KGPR. Join the community and the movement. TheBlackWallStreet.com. Also be able to support all of our shows on the WeBelieveDigital.com website. We have a phenomenal lineup Monday through Friday. Also, the KPG agency.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor J. Artie Stuckey, and I'm personally inviting each and every one of you to join me and the Voices of Restoration May 15th at New Horizon Church International, as we will be having our live recording and videotaping. Listen, you don't want to miss this event. It's going to be awesome and amazing. If you need to get your tickets, the tickets are only $10, and we're looking to see each and every one of you there. Don't miss it.
The average cost of a funeral is over $8,500. Are your loved ones prepared for this financial burden? If you are 85 years old or younger, Final Expense Life Insurance can ease that burden by paying up to $30,000 for funeral and burial expenses. No medical exams, rates will never increase, benefits will never decrease. Call now to lock in your lowest rate possible. Don't leave your loved ones to pay your debt. Call the KPG agency at 601-500-2751 to set up your policy today.
Welcome to the Adventurous Podcast. I'm your host, Deidre Perry, and these are my co-hosts. And weekly, we will be coming to you to bring you the latest information in the world of agriculture. We invite you to join us every Saturday from 10 to 10:30. Join us. Come on, take an adventure.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
We're back live with the Mississippi Link Live show. I am here with publisher Miss Jackey Hampton. Miss Jackey, kind of talk to the viewer audience about how you put your articles or your stories together for the week.
Okay, we choose stories based on what's going on in the community, what's going on in the state, what's going on nationally. I assign writers to local stories, and I also have many writers that I work with across the nation, especially through the Black Press, the National Newspaper Publishers Association. Mm-hmm. We have our own
So
writers.
You kind of share stories within each publication sometimes?
We do. We do that often. So there's so much news. The paper's not big enough to tell it all.
Right.
People are soliciting, sending us press releases. They want us to come to their events. They want us to cover their events. We can't do it all, but we do assign writers based on what's going on. We want people to know what's going on locally. We don't necessarily always, in fact, I prefer not to write about a lot of negative things that are going on in the community. You're not going to read here who shot who last night.
Gotcha. Because we get enough of that already, right?
Yes, you're going to get that. So we like to support the community, the churches, the fraternities, the sororities, the civic organizations. When they say, come and see what we're doing, we are happy to do that, and we are happy to cover those events. That's why we exist.
Gotcha.
Mainstream is not going to do it the way we're going to do it.
Right.
And we just answer the call. But a lot of times there are great big things that are going on nationally, like the Derek Chauvin's trial.
Right. Let me ask you this. When you are putting together stories where we're kind of hearing repetition in terms of black people being killed, do you become numb sometimes to the stories and you're just reporting it, or is there always this sense of anger every time you are reporting something like that?
I never become numb. I become very, very sad. I become very hurt. It brings me to tears sometimes when I'm get up in the morning and something happened last night, another killing,
right,
brutality that goes on. I am really, really sad, and I'm always hoping, thinking things are going to change.
Right.
But never am I numb.
Gotcha. You also wanted to share with us a poem that is in the Mississippi Link. Is this the publication that came out yesterday? You have that in front of you?
This is this week's publication. And normally, we would not put a poem on our front page. In fact, this poem is really an opinion. We have an opinion page. Mm-hmm. We have state, local news, religion. We have health, things that we publish each week in the Mississippi Link. But when the Derek Chauvin verdict came out, this writer, who often writes poems in the Mississippi Link, mm-hmm. sent us this poem. And it went so well with the verdict that
you thought you'd share it.
I said, I'm going to share it, but I'm going to put it on the front page.
Okay.
Yes, my partner said, we don't put poems on. We're going to start that. We're going to do it this time.
That's all right.
Yeah, and it's kind of long. Do we have time for me to share it?
I think we have time. We have about 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. It's called Verdict, Victory, and Vindication.
Okay.
And it's by H. Ralph Samuels, Jr. And it reads, the verdict has been rendered. The results guilty as charged. A nation now exhales. No chaos or rioting at large. The jury now has spoken, but opinions still wane. Though the video was very clear, everybody's view is not the same. Some say it's about time. The jury finally got it right. But there are others who are not so happy, and their lips are shut real tight. No one wants to be offensive or to speak out of line, but tell me how you would feel if it were your son or mine. In places all over the world, this case has been tried. Guilty on all counts is the verdict. True justice cannot hide. But what must be remembered is that this was just one. How many others have we witnessed that had very different outcomes? Reasoned results in the end have brought about some relief. No reasonable doubt in this case to rob justice like a thief. But now we must still wait because this is just part one. Though this trial is finally over, now sentencing day must come. But no matter what the number of years that will follow, there still is a void in family, and their hearts are empty and hollow. This wasn't about the whole of police, so to speak, but about one in their ranks who showed that he was very, very weak. Yes, today was a victory, but before we celebrate, we must still fight for justice and against racism and hate. The battle is not over. There's more we must all do to seek for justice and equality, no matter the color or the hue. Every human being has value, regardless of their designation. That's why God provided us all with righteous vindication. No, it wasn't in a courtroom where justice often gets lost, but on a hill called Calvary, up on an old rugged cross. Divine justice was meted out, and true freedom did begin, and with the death of Jesus Christ, who died for all our sins. His trial was not fair. There was no jury of his peers. False witness spoke against him. They opposed him with their jeers. But not a word did he return. No defense did he present. He was born just to die. Our redemption was heaven sent. So let's all stay the course and spread more love every day. Learn to forgive and learn to live together. Jesus Christ showed us the way. Satan no longer can defeat us. We can overcome temptation. God has rendered the final verdict. Jesus' victory was vindication.
Hi, I'm Tanya Gray with your Insurance Minute. When most people think about life insurance, they think of having a policy that will replace their income after they pass away in order to help their surviving loved ones. However, life insurance policies are not always about replacing income. Many people do not realize how much funerals and burials actually cost. These final expenses can be quite large, which is why it is important to understand different life insurance options, such as final expense life insurance policies. When it comes down to it, the real point of life insurance in general is to make sure your loved ones are taken care of after you're gone so that they do not have to drastically change their lifestyle. If your family is faced with paying unexpected bills after you pass away, it could cause them to make difficult financial decisions they are likely not ready for. The KPG agency can help to answer any questions and ease the burden in knowing your final expense wishes are in place. Contact us today to get your policy started.
Welcome to the Adventurous Podcast. I'm your host, Deidre Perry, and these are my co-hosts. And weekly, we will be coming to you to bring you the latest information in the world of agriculture. We invite you to join us every Saturday from 10 to 10:30. Join us. Come on, take an adventure.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor J. Stuckey, and I'm personally inviting each and every one of you to join me and the Voices of Restoration May 15th at New Horizon Church International, as we will be having our live recording and videotaping. Listen, you don't want to miss this event. It's going to be awesome and amazing. If you need to get your tickets, the tickets are only $10, and we're looking to see each and every one of you there. Don't miss it.
Have you had your Earthblend Coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Hello and welcome back to the Mississippi Link live show. I am here with Vanessa Edmond. She is a 25-year stylist here in the Jackson metro area, and she's here to speak about an upcoming health fair at New Horizon Church. Miss Vanessa Edmond.
Well, good evening, everyone. How are you? Thank you all for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. On Monday, April the 26th, 2021 at 9 a.m., we will have a health fair at New Horizon Church International. This health fair is to show appreciation to all the barbers and stylists in the central Mississippi area. We all know that barbers and stylists, we do not go to the doctor unless it's necessary. And we need to just see about ourselves, go out and come and be a part of this health fair. We have a nurse practitioner, doctor that's going to be on site. We have a dentist that's going to be on site. We have a physical therapist. We have a chiropractor that's going to be on site. So it is designed with barbers and stylists and, people in the industry in mind. I'm very passionate about it. I really want us to live our best healthy life. Right. COVID-19 came in and shut some things down for us. And, I wanted to, just to celebrate different barbers and stylists that have been in the industry for 50 years on a grand scale. Well, we're still in the pandemic, so we can't do that on the grand scale, but we can show love to people in the industry that have paved the way for us.
Absolutely.
So at the health fair, we will it will be drive-through. Okay, so they drive up and someone will be there to assist them. You get your blood pressure checked, you get your glucose checked, and so on and so forth. The optometrist will be there, Dr. Wells from out of Hazelhurst. She will be on site with us. Cycle A Healthcare will be on site with us. We have someone there that will talk with them if get your small policy. You need some insurance, get your small policy. There, it's very important that we take care of ourselves. Absolutely. And that our needs are met. And that is what this health fair is all about, meeting the needs of our people.
Vanessa, let me ask you this now. Can people participate that is a health care person if they are wanting to provide their services? Can they get in contact with you, or do you already have who's already lined up for the health fair?
Well, I have my lineup, but let me tell you, if you are there and you want to help, if you give me a call at 601-502-6426, I can assure you that we will not turn down your help, okay? Because it's all about us taking care of each other, all right? So Mississippi Blood Services will be on, they will be on site as well. Now, let me tell you a little bit about that, Miss Tanya. Is that okay?
Yes, indeed.
I just found out recently that the Mississippi Blood Services is low in blood, okay? And someone needs blood in our state every 5 seconds.
Oh,
now think about that.
Every 5 seconds.
Just kind of let that marinate. Every 5 seconds. And Mississippi Blood Services are the ones that provide the blood for, just people all around the state of Mississippi. Ambulances need the blood.
Right.
Helicopters need the blood.
Right.
Hospitals need the blood. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that we keep that blood stored so that, when someone needs it, that it goes out.
Right.
That we have it. Exactly. So if nothing else, you don't have to be a part of the industry to come out and give blood and to participate in this particular health fair.
And let's tell the people again, the location, date, and time again.
The location is New Horizon Church International. That's 1770 Ellis Avenue. That is Monday, April the 26th, okay? That is this coming up Monday.
And that time?
And the time is 9 a.m. to 12 noon, all right? And I am so looking forward to seeing each and every one of you all there. Blessings.
Thank you so much, Miss Vanessa. That is pertinent information. Please come out and support that health fair. Again, that is April 24th at New Horizon.
26th.
April 26th on a Monday.
On a Monday.
So you can come on out on Monday and get that taken care of. I'd like to thank our viewers for tuning in today. Again, we are here every Friday, the Mississippi Link Live Show, every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Please support what we are doing here. This is a great platform to educate, inspire, and inform the Black community about events, about just politics, about health, about business. So we need your support. Everybody share, tell a friend. WeBelieveDigital.com. It is the We Believe global brand. We are trying to go global here and give you something to hold on to and to share. We'll see you next time.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor J. Stuckey, and I'm personally inviting each and every one of you to join me and the Voices of Restoration May 15th at New Horizon Church International, as we will be having our live recording and videotaping. Listen, you don't want to miss this event. It's going to be awesome and amazing. If you need to get your tickets, the tickets are only $10, and we're looking to see each and every one of you there. Don't miss it.
The average cost of a funeral is over $8,500. Are your loved ones prepared for this financial burden? If you are 85 years old or younger, Final Expense Life Insurance can ease that burden by paying up to $30,000 for funeral and burial expenses. No medical exams, rates will never increase, benefits will never decrease. Call now to lock in your lowest rate possible. Don't leave your loved ones to pay your debt. Call the KPG agency at 601-500-2751 to set up your policy today.
Welcome to the Adventurous Podcast. I'm your host, Deidre Perry, and these are my co-hosts. And weekly, we will be coming to you to bring you the latest information in the world of agriculture. We invite you to join us every Saturday from 10 to 10:30. Join us. Come on, take an adventure.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.